Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, my dear students. How are you? Everything okay? It's Jonas Science, grade 4. I'm your teacher, Mahmood. We are studying today unit number 4, Living Thing and the Environment, page 31. So, my dear students, now we study what is environment, unit 4. So, my dear students, everything on the earth is either living or non-living. The non-living part of the earth that is made up of rock, soil, water, air, and sunlight, and so on. The living part is made up of plant and animals. So living things depend on each other as well as on the non-living things. For example, food, energy, sport, and shelter. So what is an environment, my dear students? Can we define what is environment? Yes. So all those things that are around an organism and which affect its way of life or called its environment. Yes, all those things that are around an organism, for example, rock, soil, water, air, and sunlight, they all have effect on its way of the life of living organisms. They are called its environment. So let's see, there are different components of environments out there, living and non-living. So in our environment, there are two main components, living environment, living component of environment, and non-living component of environment. So let's see what is non-living and living component of environment. Yes, my dear students, here are the non-living part of the earth environment. So what are those non-living parts? Yes, you can see. Number 1, rock. Number 2, soil. Number 3, water. Number 4, air. And number 5, sunlight. Yes, my dear students, these are the non-living parts of the environment. So we will study, inshallah, all these separately.
Yes, my dear students, the second part of the environment, that is living part. So it contains plant and animals. So second part of the environment, that is the living part, consists of animals and plants. Yes, my dear students. So living part of the environment that contain animal and plants. So all those things that are around an organism and which affect its way of life are called environment. So environment mainly depend on plants and animals. So the number and type of animals and plant that live in a particular environment depend upon the amount of rain, sunshine, and the temperature of the place. So, my dear students, the all living things that are around an organism and which affect its way of life are called environment. So, living things depend on each other as well as on the non-living things as well. So, living things depend on non-living things for food, energy, sport, and shelter.
So my dear students, environment affects the life of both animals and plants. Even the shape of the plant also affects the living things. Animals and plants found at the top of mountain are different from those found on plains many deserts are in marshy places. So overall environment affects the life of both animals and plants. My dear students, here is the biosphere. So what is biosphere? Yes, it is a part of the environment. So the part of the earth environment where the living things are found is called the biosphere. The part of the earth where the living things are found is called the biosphere. And the biosphere contains all the important substances which living things need. What are those substances? They are water, air, light, minerals, and temperature. So these five parts are the main component of the biosphere, and the biosphere is the main component of the environment. The main part of the environment in which the living things are found is called biosphere. So all those components, for example, water, air, light, minerals, and temperature, so all these components are the components of biospheres. So my dear students, here is the first part of the biosphere, that is water. So what is the main part of the biosphere which is very important for the living organism? And living organism include plants and animals. So 3/4 of the Earth's surface is covered with water. So it is contained mainly in the form of ocean, ice caps, lakes, and rivers. So living things need water. Why living things need water? It is very important for the living things because 3/4 of the body is made up of water. So over 3/4 of the body is made up of water. So that's why water is very, very important for us. My dear students, the water is the main component of the biosphere. So 3/4 of the Earth's surface is covered with water. So water is very important for us. And even the any changes inside the body take place in the form of solutions. And our solutions are made in the water. So water is very important for living organisms. My dear students, the second main component of the biosphere is air. So about 1/5 of the air is a gas, and that gas is called oxygen. So all living things take oxygen out of the air when they breathe. So breathing helps to produce energy for the body, and energy is used to do work. So air is very important for living organisms. So about 1/5 of the air is a gas called oxygen, which is very important. My dear students, the second main gas of air is carbon dioxide gas. So there are two main gases in the air. Number one, oxygen, which is large in amount, and second is carbon dioxide gas. So carbon dioxide gas is present in the air in a very small amount. So carbon dioxide is added to the air by burning of wood and coal, and also by the breathing process of animals. And this carbon dioxide gas is used by the plants to make their food in the process of photosynthesis. My dear students, here is the third main part of the biosphere. And what is that third part? Yes, light. So light is the main third part of the biosphere. So what is the main role of the light? And light provides the main energy for all the living things. And it is the big source of light is sun. The sun provides the sunlight and also the energy for all living things. Plants use the sunlight to make their food in the process of photosynthesis. And animals eat those plants and so get energy indirectly from the plants. My dear students, the next fourth main part of the biosphere is minerals. So the minerals are the main part of the biosphere also. The soil contains many minerals which help plants and animals to grow healthy and strong. So that's why minerals are very important for plants and animals. So plants absorb these minerals salts from the soil through their roots. So how the minerals get into the plants? By their root. The plant absorbs these salts and minerals from the soil through their roots. And animals get these minerals by eating those plants. So mineral is the main part of the biosphere as well. My dear students, the last part of the biosphere is temperature. So temperature is also the main important part of the biosphere. So plants and animals need to live in a particular temperature. If the surrounding temperature becomes too hot or too cold, they may die. They cannot survive even the too hot or too cold temperature. So plant dies if the temperature is not right. So temperature also affects the lives of both animals and plants.